not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Welcome, Goblin Nation! Welcome to this video, this awesome video recap, yes, we're going to recap. A recap of Doctor Who. Actually, it's just a doctor, doesn't matter who, but I'm talking to you. Anyway, so what's a kind of happen? It's gonna be a very fast kind of pace. It's gonna be like, oh my god, you missed this. I know I missed this. Shut up! I'm doing this as fast as I can. I cannot kind of thing. Maybe I have some mean kind of thing. But we're gonna get. There's been the doctor from Gallifrey. He came from Gallifrey. He escaped in this escape pod. This was an escape pod. This was a time travel thing. And he time travel to the future. Also, look at my mask. Awesome mask. With a heart on. It's actually for my grandpa. But look, it's cool. It's awesome. Look at that. Heart. I got a heart. What was it? Oh yes, Gallifrey. He came from Gallifrey, stole this kind of time kind of thing, and he went. Does the Doctor run away 900 years and more and counting? Anyway, so this is a series that's been going on a long time. There has been the second Doctor. He can regenerate by kind of thing, but this is how it keeps on being fresh. It's always somebody else. Somebody save me! So he can do in the beginning. It was not much light effects, but that was the rerun kind of thing. When you're now at series 12, this is the rerun kind of a new version of the Doctor 2005 since 2005 version. There has been before that. There are like 26 seasons of that. 26 seasons before that. So the Doctor Who has been around kind of thing a long time. It's been black and white, I tell you. Damn, this series is going on long ass time. Long time, lords kind of time. Anyway, so they kind of thing do this. They all he time travels by companions. He had his daughter, but she died. She later somewhere in the redo kind of thing, he has a daughter again, but he died. But she's actually alive. She is actually this alive kind of thing, and most of the time the Doctor is a man. If a man, like, but doesn't mean he has to be. There is we get in the series somewhere down the line kind of thing, the Master. Actually, before that, even when he goes back to Gallifrey to save it, he saves Gallifrey from the time. His nemesis kind of thing is actually the Master, but you can also call the Daleks kind of his nemesis. So it's a little bit between those two. Let's first talk about the Daleks. Are one where the Gallifreys had like a really big war going on. The Daleks actually wanted to go all over the universe, wanted to exterminate. Actually, funny thing, that's the first video I actually uploaded on this channel, the Twisted Goblin channel kind of thing. That thing like the extermination kind of thing going on back. That's actually a funny thing, and now I'm recapping the whole series. Anyway, the Daleks are the nemesis. The nemesis of kind of thing. They want to exterminate every Time Lord kind of thing. Not just Time Lord, but in general, everybody. But what makes the Time Lords are not one to mess with. And that's why the Daleks says, like, we cannot go through the universe. We have to focus first on the Time Lords. And those war happened. This time war kind of thing happens between the Daleks and thing. Dalek power! Both blow up in their faces! They're all dead! Kind of. They're not kind of thing. Some escaped kind of thing. And first it's like one escaped. You are in the beginning of the series. You kind of get introduced by one. It's like, oh, this war happened, you should be all dead. I killed all of them, kind of thing. He killed neutral destruction, kind of thing. And but the Doctor wanted. He was not. He had so much concern about the Time Lords, kind of thing. He was more concerned about the rest of the universe. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be a big sacrifice, kind of thing going on. Lots of people will die. Lots of them, but for the greater good kind of thing. So he did that, and that's the War Doctor. He calls the war because after Kamal, you kind of thing. And then they also did this time thing. So they saved Gallifrey instead of destroying or making it a wasteland. They saved Gallifrey by doing it out of time. Well, then we also got like later right now in the series, we find out that it's somewhere thing. The Doctor didn't go back. He finally went back to there, and yeah, didn't work out that well for him. I mean, he went back, kind of thing. He was a hero. Then he didn't want his companion to die, but because on that point he has Clara as a companion, and she's awesome. She's a lot like the Doctor, and that's what makes her not the best person, kind of thing. Because they're so much alike. They're chaotic in kind of thing. They're like two of the same coin, kind of thing, and they're wild, like really wild. But she dies, and because she died, he will do anything to get him back, including messing with the time kind of thing, continuum kind of thing, like really back kind of thing. She should die, but she didn't. This whole paradox is gonna happen. So it's like, I can do this, and I was like, can you now? I don't think you can. I think you do. It's actually not. But so the Time Lord didn't like everything, and she eventually goes back. There have been other kind of thing, and David Tennant was one of the best Doctors still till this date, and he had the companion Rose Tyler for a while. They had some fun together. She even had the vortex in her, but it was actually before David Tennant Doctor kind of thing. Also funny thing, after this, David Tennant came into Jessica Jones. Then David Tennant went, starting something else, I'm sure. And after that, Good Omens, where he's a really amazing actor, like doing this really bad person, while here is this shiny kind of thing. Anyway, so every like I said, the Doctor has always companions kind of thing, and his other nemesis are the Cybermen. It's like this robot kind of thing that wanna upgrade the world, upgrade the universe, upgrade it. You'll be upgraded kind of thing into like some instead of being meat, you're gonna be a Cyberman. This kind of a robot, kind of human brain into a robot, but it's weird. It's actually kind of weird. It's like I kind of think, because it's not like, oh, they're all gonna be robots, cyborgs, or they're gonna be kind of thing. They're just in this brain kind of thing. But you cannot use the brain because you're all controlled by one person. This is also from another reality kind of thing. The Doctor already knows about it, but in a new series it's from reality. And later we also find the Master returning, because the Master is like one of the recurrent villains. That's actually the best friend of the Doctor, but he became insane. And the first time we see the Master in this new series, he has this, he is like the kind of the president kind of thing of London, whatever they have kind of thing of president-ish kind of thing, you know, that's kind of thing. And he is the Master of all. This whole year where there's this apocalypse kind of thing, where we also, we got already introduced by Jack Harp, and he is like, I'm introducing like 5 kind of thing. He is like this guy that Rose. I already talked briefly about Rose. I'm all over the place with this kind of review, with this recap. But I'm trying to explain more. I'm actually more trying to explain characters than I'm trying to set a story kind of thing. But whatever, man. Those are the important kind of thing. Rose kind of did this vortex of the Tartarus in her, and because of that, she could resurrect anybody. She annihilate all the Daleks. Well, in that timeline kind of thing, all the Daleks are destroyed. and resurrected Jack Harper that she really liked, and because of that, he cannot die anymore. The Doctor knows this kind of thing, and he just runs away. It's a thing, a nature kind of thing, that he just wants to go around. He's wrong. He's everything what's wrong with the time kind of thing. But you cannot do. He does that, but eventually he gets fine again. They wink to when he is finally back. He goes onto time vortex, and it shoots to the end of time, like literally the end of time. Well, and that's where we find the Master back, kind of thing. He was there in the end, but he gets this drumming, the heart drumming, that's beating, hello, stop beating, can you hear it? And that's the most insane he got, kind of thing. I think no other version of the Master ever came that close into his sanity. I really like that version, because now we got also a new version, but I'm like, hey, it doesn't feel like the Master anymore. Missy did, but Missy is like another version of the Master that we later introduced. Anyway, so the Master trying to do this big kind of thing. Like this world token, he takes the humans from the end of the universe, gets them to there, destroying this paradox machine so they can still exist, kind of thing, even though they're wiping it out. They're all insane, they became crazy, anything like that, because there was no end, there was only the end. Anyway, that's like the Master finally dies after, well, he didn't die, but kind of thing. Then there is this time kind of thing where he creates Cyberman, but that's also my Missy kind of thing. She becomes good, and the other version of the Master doesn't like that and kills her. Bam! He's dead. He almost dies, gets in started and starts resurrecting kind of thing. The thing was she would resurrect into the Missy. But seeing the new kind of Doctor series going on, where he has Guy, the spy master, and he feels very evil, and Missy was like good. Missy was a good kind of thing. So maybe she's actually the ending of where the Master will go eventually. Anyway, so yeah, there's then also Matt Smith Doctor that was pretty good with his whole time kind of thing. There was a lot of cool series where they tried to save kind of thing, trying to save the whole universe kind of thing. Try to see the other Doctors, the War Doctor. There's lots of versions of the Doctor that come back sometimes, and then we get the first woman Doctor kind of thing after the 11th Doctor. I don't remember, because David Tennant was so good, people want more of her. So he got twice resurrected, and that counted as a resurrect. So I don't have to do it. I should. It's like a kind of thing I should do it. Kind of thing he tells, but he didn't, and that drives a little bit more insane than he was already. Kind of thing. Everything should end. That's what the other Doctor then finds out. Anyway, so now we had Clara kind of thing. We had all this Doctor. All those companions, even a kind of woman kind of thing. He falls in love with a child, falls in love with Raven Song, like his first real love, and that knows his real name, because in the whole series you never know his name. That it's literally called Doctor Who, so you're never gonna know until it ends. And if they're like, oh, it is this, we're not gonna. You just ruined the whole fucking series if you do this on the beginning. Is it ever gonna end? I don't know! I mean, at this point, before this season that's now going on, it felt like, oh, they're gonna end it! This is gonna end very quickly. They're trying too much on, hey, here is some history lessons. Hey, here is this kind of here's how women got oppressed in this kind of thing. This is how kind of very feminist movements kind of thing, everything big time going on, issues with the world. It's like, no, this is sci-fi. I don't mind it from one episode to another kind of thing. I like history, it's literally going through time, but give us space stuff. And they do this in this season, because we even got right now Jack Harper again, and we also find out he was Poe in like the face of Poe in the whole thing. Jack Harper is also a time traveler kind of thing that did the coup and then went to make kind of thing. I already explained him a little bit. Anyway, but this time with the newest Doctor, with the woman Doctor, we also get more companions, and that's also something I feel like is too much. I like how there's only one and the rest are rotating kind of thing. Like Jack Harper kind of thing, he was kind of a companion, but he didn't stick around for all the thing. He stuck around for 3-4 episodes. He was a real favorite, fan favorite for everybody, because he's now back and everybody's blowing the internet up with that, because it's awesome to see him back! Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I guess there is lots of things that I forgot about. There was like the Daleks are cool, the Cybermen are cool, or the Master are like the three main characters that keep on popping up again. There was this the also main thing, he never likes guns. Nowhere what kind of thing, he is very against guns. That makes sense. I mean, most nobody around, I think around England can even do guns without paying for it, or very kind of thing. Anyway, I think that's all. It's a lovely show from beginning to ending. I know I may be going all over the place with Doctor Who, but that's also what Doctor Who is. It goes all over the place. The beginning of time, the ending of time. There was like the Christmas special. Matt Smith's Doctor went all doing this Christmas special where he's kind of 100 years. He had Claire, that was awesome. There was so many awesome moments in Doctor Who. It's hard to choose even one, man. Just so many. Sure, the last season was not good, but this season feels very much good. And now that Jack Harper is back, hopefully to see him. He had also his own spin-off series, even Torchwood. He had his own series that he came a spin-off that was really good. There has been another spin-off, like two spin-off. There was Class, but I was like, that didn't do well. The other was already all moved out, and I'm like, I don't want to kind of see that. Torchwood was the only one I was like, why did it stop? I wanted to see more. I really was interesting in that kind of series. Anyway, what do you guys think of Doctor Who? Do you guys like it? Did you guys like it how I explained it? Because I was all over the place. I'm sorry for that. I'm very sorry. I kind of have that mentality sometimes when there is this series that are really big. I start picking up the pieces that come in my head. I was like, oh look, I forgot about that. Oh wait. Then that happened, kind of thing. But I'm gonna tell you a few kind of things. Jack Harper is one of my favorite characters in Doctor Who. Rose, not Wilson. That's from Deathstroke kind of thing. No, Rose Tyler is a cool character. Clara Oswald, she's really great, kind of thing, a big character, and and David Tennant Doctor is like my favorite Doctor, kind of thing. There are, that's pretty much all I got for you, man, kind of thing. Anyway, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts about Doctor Who? Do you guys like it? Do you guys like how it's series? Do you like even last season? Do you guys like, dude, that was a great season? Maybe you're that kind of guy that likes that kind of series. But I like the ones where they're in space, when they're trying to go through time and battle some very bad guy kind of thing. Anyway, that's my kind of thing. I'm looking forward. And yes, what do you think of the Master, this version? My favorite Master version is still the one kind of thing. I liked Missy. Missy was also good, pretty good character kind of thing. She was very insane, but in a good way kind of thing. She did some very dark things, but by even giving Dalek sticking Clara into one of the Daleks and almost letting the Doctor kill him, because this was also this whole combination of the Doctor liking Missy, the Master. Was like they were two best friends. When they were growing up, one became insane, the other went running, kind of thing. Those two are like so best friend, always kind of thing, and like she almost killed kind of thing, that darkness, and at the end of that, she got redeemed, became this good guy that even ended her own other version, and then she died, unfortunately. She really wanted to save, she was really this best friend kind of scenario that she finally got redeemed, that I really liked. So this Master Spy is like, they don't even reference what happened, how he became. Is this before or after or between kind of thing? I feel like it's between. It's between. Anyway, that's all I got for you, man. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you love this kind of review? Let me know all that down below, my my Goblin Nation. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
I do it all because I'm evil, and I do it all for free. Your tears are all the pay I'll ever need.